you know how people have these fights with people and they don't say who it is. You got to dig into it,
Right?
And you had to dig into it, but you didn't really have to dig into it because there's only one woman in my life.
Right.
Like, how am I supposed to read your mind? You know what I mean? Like, so yeah. Here's what happened, Katie. I had to go to this.
Okay.
We were invited to this wedding on Saturday. You know,
Yeah.
and my son Dutch got asked to play at a higher level baseball game. A very 2 years older than he is, and it was a doubleheader, and it was at the same time as the wedding, and I felt that I should be there for him, and he asked me to be there for him, and to me the wedding wasn't as important. So my wife said to me earlier, and the plan was I was going to go to the wedding that night. And my wife said to me earlier, she goes, "Well, I'm probably going to drink, so I'm going to Uber there." And she goes, "So when you show up at the wedding, then we'll ride back together." And I said, "But what if I get caught up and it doesn't happen?" She goes, "Oh, well, then I'll Uber back." That's what she said. "Oh, I'll just Uber back." Let me say it one more time. "I'll just Uber back."
In a very casual sort of, got my plan. Either you show up or you don't show up. That's what I'm hearing.
"I'll just Uber back."
Was it like, I'll just Uber back? Or was it like, fine, I'll just Uber back?
No, it wasn't like the second one. It was,
The second one you better pay attention to.
It's like, "Oh, no, go. I'll just Uber back."
Was it a high pitch? Just go, because you know she's lying.
Yeah, it's like a hashtag, "I'll just Uber back."
Okay.
So yesterday, as a parent, you have all these issues with your kids that come up, and we had an issue with one of my kids, and she goes, "Hey, I want to talk to you about this stuff." She called me. She goes, what time are you going to be home? And I was going back and forth with her, and I said, "I don't know, this moved. And I go, she goes, "Well, I need to talk to you." I go, "Okay, what's up?" "No, I need to talk to you when you get here," whatever.
Ooh,
I'm like,
that's
"Oh."
a talk.
So we go outside and sit, and she busts out notes.
But you're not ready for that. You're not even ready for a conversation, much less notes.
That's
had
when you know
notes.
it is serious,
Yeah, she
because
had-
that's what I do when I have a talk.
Oh, you do?
Because then I get out then I can articulate things better. I
Yeah.
can make sure that I get out all my feelings. We cover
Yeah.
all the bases.
But then as you're responding to notes, I almost feel like I have to take notes because there's so many different layers that she's laying down. So I'm like, wait, I want to address that. Let me address that, and let me finish reading. and then she read her notes to me.
Oh, she read him. She just didn't look down and go, "Need to talk to Johnjay about taking out trash."
When you said, you made me feel like. So,
See, I've done that too before.
Really?
Because if she was just to hand you the paper, you would read it in your own diction. You would say, "When you made me feel, and I felt like this."
Yeah.
When she was like, "When you said this, and you said it just like this is how I felt."
Yeah. Here was a part of the
I have never had notes read to me.
Here's the part of the thing that I had, Katie, that came out of the argument with her.
Okay.
On Saturday, the wedding, apparently she really wanted me to go to the wedding.
Well, that's not
Okay.
a shocker, but go on.
She really wanted me to go to the wedding. She wanted me to come even after baseball.
Nobody wants to go to a wedding alone.
Right. The thing is, she never told me she wanted me to come. I said, if you want me to go, then tell me you want me to go. I told you what was going on. Like, I'm communicating. I'm telling you exactly what I want. I'm telling you that, hey, I'm taking Dutch to these games, and when I come home, if time allows, I will go to the wedding. Now, keep in mind, I have to work Sunday morning, too. We had to be in the gay parade, which is very stressful.
Well,
I need my
Getting your
rest.
outfits together.
I have to exfoliate. I need to look good on this parade.
Sure.
The gays love me.
Who doesn't get that?
I've got to look good for my
Never
gay
heard
brothers and sisters.
a parade being so stressful, but go on.
So she says, she goes, you made me Uber home. I would never make you Uber home. And I'm like, oh my God, you said to me, I'll just Uber home. You said to me, hey, I'm going to drink. I'm going to Uber to the wedding, and then I'll just Uber home if you can't make it. I said, that's what you said to me. I said, so you have to tell me what you want. I go, if you
I'm
need
with
to,
you.
you need to be clear. I'll never forget, like on a much lower level, when I had an iced tea in the fridge one time, and she says, oh, are you not going to drink your iced tea? And I said, do you want my iced tea? Because if you want my iced tea, ask me for my iced tea. Don't say, are you? Because yes, I'm going to drink my iced tea.
Well,
My iced
if
tea's
you're
there.
going to drink it, then that means she can't have it. But if
Right.
you're not going to drink it, that means she can have it.
No, but then I'm like, I want her. If she wants my iced tea, she can have my iced tea. I would give her my iced tea.
But she
you have to
doesn't
tell me.
want your iced
you have
tea
to
if you're
tell
gonna
me-
drink the iced tea.
You have to tell me you want my iced tea. Do you know what I'm saying? If you want
But
my
she
iced tea,
doesn't want the iced tea if you're going to drink the
like
iced
for me,
tea.
when I
Those are two different arguments. The Uber thing and the tea thing. The tea
What?
thing could go either way. That's a casual thing. The Uber and home thing, she's saying, I'll just Uber home. She's saying that's her way of saying, you show up and pick me up because that's what a husband does.
Yeah, but first,
I could write a
she
thesis
said-
statement on this.
First, she did say, you said, then when you get here, we'll ride home together. So she
that was the first
kind
thing.
of told you.
Right. And then I said, well, what happens if these games run long? What happens if this happens? Well, I just Uber home.
Yeah, but
And
now...
Did she say it high pitched like that? Because I think that's important.
Now, in this case, her opinion was you got home in plenty of time to get to the wedding, but you just decided not to because you didn't want to go at that point. The
It
baseball
was
game...
9:15. By the time I would have got showered and been there, would have been 10:15. I think the wedding was probably over by then. I had to go to bed. I had to wake up to be in the gay parade. I had to exfoliate. I had to reapply. I had a lot going on.
That is like an excuse, like someone saying they just needed to wash their hair. That's not
But-
an
I'm just
excuse.
kidding.
But in this case, I totally agree. I think every big fight guys and girls have is because guys hear this all the time. You should know that I wanted you to blank, whatever that
should
is.
know.
By now, you should know me. Well, we
Right.
don't know. You just have to tell us. If you just tell us, the longer you hold on to the you should know thing, the more fights we're going to have.
Sometimes it's a test, though. Probably when she said, well, I'll just Uber home. She was wanting you to say, don't Uber home. I'll just come pick
Well,
you
then,
up.
then she should have just said that. Because if it was me, I would have said, "Hey, I don't want to Uber home. Come pick me up." Like I say. I think guys do this all the time. Guys say what they want.
Totally.
Guys don't. It might not come out right, but they'll say, "Look, take off your clothes. When I get home, I want you naked." You know, or like girls will say, "Come home, let's hang out at home."
Do you want to skip what you have and come have lunch? Like, I get that all the time.
yeah,
Like,
like, no.
No,
Well,
I got a
well,
schedule. I'm going to keep my schedule.
Like, tell
And
us
then
what you want.
After
don't
you get
want
home,
to
they
tell
tell you
you.
what could have happened. And I'm like, why don't you just say what is happening?
Because we don't want to have to tell you what to do with everything. Sometimes
Well, then
we
you're
want you to be
simple. That is our
thoughtful
test.
enough.
That is our test. Our test is just tell us.
Sometimes